Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back to another video. This video looks a little different if I figured out how to edit it correctly. But today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So I wanted to talk to you, but I also wanted you to have something to watch at the same time. So right now on your screen, I am switching out my journal to my new 2022 journal that I will at least be using, I'm thinking for 3 months. I'm thinking if I do 1 page per day, it'll last me until about March. So that is the CD notebook that I got from Jet Pens. I will leave it linked down below. I really like it. The grid is much bigger than my Hobonichi Techo, but the paper is really super smooth, and so far everything that I put on it, it doesn't bleed and it doesn't even show through, so I like that. There's only 94 pages, so like I said, I should get until about March. But yeah, I'm really happy with how chunky my Techo turned out. I have a couple lights on me. I'm filming on my old phone because I want to show you guys what I keep digitally on my iPhone 12, so I wanted to have that with me. So I'm filming on my old phone, so I have a bunch of lights on me and I don't know how to, it's just not great. So here is my Techo. I only have 2 days left when I'm filming this on it, and I'm actually watching my video behind my phone. I have my phone popped up on my camera so I can kind of tell you what's going on the screen at the same time as I do this. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of my setup for 2022, but I also wanted to talk about things that I won't be doing in 2022. So I watched a couple people. I watched Sylvia with a plan. Sylvia has a plan, something like that, Sylvia Wright, and I watched John Rush, Planning with John, and I watched a couple more as well. But they did videos on things. They did 22 things I won't be doing in 2022. I only got to 16, and you'll see me kind of write my list in this video while I was setting up the budget portion of my Kinbor timeline planner. But, so yeah, I got 16 things. I might think of some things later. I don't know. On the screen here, this is one of my things that I will not be doing. I've been thinking a lot about the fact that I am a teacher and I do really need an academic year calendar. I need something that goes from roughly July until June, or August until July, or September until August. I think I would prefer September to August, and that way it keeps my whole school year. And I like switching in September. It's something that I do quite a lot, like looking back in my planners. So I actually put myself a little sticky note that says switch to Annie Plans Printables. If you guys don't know, Annie Plans Printables has a Hobonichi cousin insert, and she has like basically the whole thing. She's got the yearly index in the front. She's got a monthly calendar. She's got the weekly. She's got the dailies too. I don't use dailies. I would use those more for like notes pages, but I could just as easily print out some graph paper. Like, it's not, you know, I don't need the little box for the daily or the hours or anything like that. So that's one of my things that I won't be doing, but I'll talk about that. So I'm going to start at number 1 while I'm setting up my budget here in the back of my planner. So number 1, things I won't be doing in 2022. I won't be buying any more planners. Already, I bought 2 for 2022, and I was in one of them for 3 weeks, not even 2 weeks, and I'm in another one, but I'm loving the one that I'm in, and I'm determined to stay in it until at least September. And if that means I have to switch up my planning style like 14 different times, I'm going to do that. But I will not be buying any more planners. And I put a little note for myself. I put, make them, go through inserts, try something in your planner you already have. So like for me, the whole reason I switch is because I love setting up planners. So for me to like take a day and set up a personal ring insert planner, or like a traveler's notebook of some sort, or draw out a bullet journal in one of my mini notebooks, you know, like that's not a big deal for me. Like, I can really do that easily, but I want to focus more on the one I have. And if I'm getting caught up in something that somebody is doing that I really like, well, I'm gonna just try it in the planner that I already have. Time and time again, I keep coming back to A5, so I'm just determined to stick to this planner until September, when I need to switch to an academic year. And in September, I might change my mind. I might say, no, I'm gonna go wait till December. But for the past year or so, it's been nagging at me. I really do need an academic year. I'm a teacher. Hopefully I'll be a teacher for a really long time. I need an academic year to match up with what I do in my life. Number 2, like I said, reevaluating before September. I will not be reevaluating my planner lineup until September. Like, a week before September, I will decide if I want to print out those inserts and coil punch them or put them in an A5 ring binder, buy an A5 ring binder, like whatever the case may be. I don't think I'll do a ring binder. I think I'll coil them if that's what I'm going to do. And I can't put them in a traveler's notebook because I can't print out A5. I still haven't figured it out. So we're just going to leave it at that. Like I said, I really do need an academic year. I think I would like it to go September to August. That's what makes the most sense to me. That's when my year really truly does start. That's when we go back to school. All right, number 3, buying expensive notebooks. I have 7 unused notebooks on my shelf. Plus, I have about 6 coiled EC notebooks that I've been like saving because I like to write school stuff in them. Like, they're large enough and the paper's nice, and I really just like writing school stuff in them or things that I'm studying. So I have like 13 unused notebooks. So no more notebooks for me. No more buying notebooks. I have quite a few. And to be honest, I don't find a difference in the expensive notebooks than the $2 ones I get at the dollar store. No more expensive notebooks. Number 4, feeling bad about setting up / printing / making planners. That kind of goes with number 1. Like, I can still be creative. I can still use my creativity if I want to like make inserts or whatever. And I want to share them with you guys, whatever I make from now on, just like on a Google Drive or whatever. But I won't feel bad about it because usually I feel bad because then I feel like I've wasted. But in reality, I've used my creativity, and that's kind of how I use my creativity. So no more feeling bad about using my creativity. 5, this is going to hurt some people's feelings. I will not be getting caught up in the EC launch. The people on Instagram that do the EC launch are very, very good at creating FOMO, at creating hype, at all of those little things that influencers need to be good at to like sell their product. But at the end of the day, last year I got really caught up in it, and the year before I had said like, no, I'm not using any more EC stuff. Like, she fucked up. The company is not reacting very good. But then they really, really stepped up, and it changed my mind, and she was no longer in the company. I won't go into that, but I really, really, really got caught up in the launch, and I bought something. I used it for 8 weeks and went back to my A5 because time and time again, I keep coming back to A5. So I will not be getting caught up in the EC launch this year. I will not be buying anything in the EC launch this year. And I probably won't buy any more EC stuff, unless next year I'm thinking about, like, if I need a teacher planner with the 6 subjects. But at the same time, I really like the plum paper because you can get it in a 7x9. And same thing with Lime Life planners. You can get it in a 7x9. And you can get different layouts. So I will not be buying anything from Erin Condren. Number 6, buying any Hobonichis. There are cheaper options out there, like I've proven this year. And honestly, options that work a little bit better for me. So that's including the Kinbor, but also the Annie Plans printable inserts. And that's mostly because I can't find a Kinbor and I can't find a Hobonichi that is academic year. And like I said, I need academic year. I'm a teacher. I need an academic year planner. I need something that does not start in January. I need something that starts halfway through the year. And that's just what I need. That's my life. Like, it's just what it is. So no more Hobonichis for me. And to be honest, the paper in the Kinbor has changed my mind about the Tomoe River paper. I like this much better than the Tomoe River paper. I don't know what it is. I still like the Tomoe River paper, don't get me wrong. But this is, I would say, closer to Stalogy paper than Tomoe River paper. Like, it's just the tiniest bit thicker. So, number 7, getting caught up in FOMO. For those of you that don't know, FOMO is fear of missing out. And Instagram is really, really good at inciting that FOMO in me. So I will not be getting caught up in FOMO. I learned to write it down I'll be over it in a few days, and if not, try it in this planner and see. So basically, like, if I'm like, oh, I really, really want this thing, I will write it down, which is something that I have in my phone that I keep digitally, a wish list. I keep my wish list digitally now, so it's easier to change and check off and all of these things. So I put it on my wish list, and I, like, sit on it for quite a while. And I'm usually over it within, like, 48 hours, 2 days, basically. So... But if I'm not over it, if I'm like still thinking about it a week later, I'm just going to try it in my planner. And that's all there is to that. Number 8, buying any more leather. I haven't been into it. I have quite a few pieces of leather left over downstairs. I made myself a few planners, but I keep going back to my planners that I bought because these people do it for a living. Like, this is what they do. Like, right now I'm in my Imperfectly Perfect. This is my Hand of Fate, and I'm looking at she's got a typewriter one, and I really want like a natural leather one. I have natural leather downstairs, but I can't do the designs that she can do, right? So there's something about buying a planner from somebody that makes planners for a living. There's also something to be said about making them yourself. Like, I enjoy making them myself, but I'm like not using the ones that I'm making. I'm using the ones from the Hobonichi store. I'm using the ones from Imperfectly Perfect. I'm using the ones that other people have made because theirs are better. Mine are okay, but theirs are better. Number 9, this is not planner related, but I wanted to throw it in there because I'm really, really, really trying to make a lifestyle change, and that includes like decluttering my house and not bringing in any more clutter. So number 9 is I'm not buying any candles, cheap clothes, anything that doesn't serve what I'm trying to do in our home. So a lot of the times, like, I'll put something expensive in my Amazon cart. For instance, I've wanted matching bedside tables for like 2 years. My husband and I just have like his bedside table from when he was a kid, and then I have one that was just like handed down to us, and they don't match in the slightest. They're different wood colors, they're different sizes, they're different heights, like just all around they don't match. And I've wanted matching bedside tables for literal years, and it's been on my wish list for literal years, and I've still wanted them, but for some reason I won't go and just buy them. So we're making it a focus to like go get matching bedside tables in a couple weekends. Like, I've brought it up to my husband and said like, hey, this is something that I really, really wanted, and he was like, well, yeah. So anything that doesn't serve what I'm trying to do in my home, which is create a collection of things around me that fit our lifestyle and our style and last. That's a big thing for me right now, is lasting. Like, I'm sick and tired of having to throw out clothes and jeans. Like, I throw out a pair of jeans every single winter, sometimes 2 from the summer that I've just worn through, right? So sometimes it's better to buy the more expensive thing and have them last. Like, my Lulus I wear all the time, and like, I've had the same 3 pairs for 3 or 4 years. And like, I keep buying like cheapy pairs from Winners, and I just have to keep throwing them out. So, and candles, I don't trust them. It's not that I don't trust candles. I don't trust myself to not leave it on and burn my house down. I'm very much into, like, if I want a scent, I'll put on my warmer, or I'll put on my essential oils. And even my essential oils, like, to fill it up with water is like too much for me. So really, I've just been doing my warmers, and I don't trust myself with candles. So no more buying candles. Number 10, buying any sort of budget planner. I bought a wall calendar that's like a whiteboard. It's magnetic. I bought it like at the beginning of last year, and we have it in the kitchen so my husband can see it, because he was constantly like, when is this bill due? Like, when is, so we put it somewhere where my husband could see it. I still have it in my planner, but I like pre-plan the full year of where bills are going to fall and where paydays are going to fall and things like that. Well, I don't pre-plan the whole year. I plan until July. July is usually my last paycheck. So Budget books don't work for me. Like I've tried like monthly books, and I've tried doing it in a Hobonichi weeks, and I've tried it in a happy planner, and I've tried it like a few different places, but at the end of the day it works really, really well on my wall calendar, and I love it. And I made like little stickers to put on like strips of magnets, and it's really cute. And every month I just move them and put them where they're supposed to be, and I check off day by day, which is really nice because then I can see where we are in the month. It's just nice, and like that way my husband knows, because he's one that worries about money more than I do. Like I worry about money, but he's one that's like very, very worried, like if this big giant bill is gonna come out, are we gonna have money? So I like for him to be able to see like, yes, that paycheck comes out, 2 days before that bill. So I really, really love my wall budget calendar. So no more budget books, budget planners, anything. Number 11 is buying any more pens. I have so many pens, it is ridiculous. I have a full tote downstairs of markers, pens, and pencils. Those will eventually go to my classroom and be lost in the void of the middle school classroom. But it's going to take me literal years to use up these pens. So I've learned that I like my Uni Jetstream, which is basically the Hobonichi pen. Right now I am using this one barrel one, is that what you say? Like one color one. It's only got one thing in it because that's the one that'll go in my Imperfectly Perfect pen loop. So that's the one I'm using. And then I use my one fountain pen in my journal, which you saw me take out of the plastic cover because I want to feel this cover. I paid a lot of money for it, so I want to be careful with it, but I also want to feel the cover. So I'm sick of being precious with things. So there's that. Yeah, no more pens. No more, even $4 ones from China, because those leak. So, number 12, buying anything from outside of Canada, because taxes and duties are ridiculous, and they just keep going up. And shipping sometimes is more than the product itself. So for me, this is not me like hating on shops or places that like sell outside of Canada. That's not it for me. It's about being conscious about like shopping more local, and hey, you don't have to pay that $30 of duty if you buy from Canada, or the ridiculous taxes to get it across the border, or just things like that. Like ridiculous like $30 to $50 shipping. Like Hobonichi shipping is $52 to get it to Canada. Craziness. So I just want to be more conscious about like shopping local to me in Canada. Just because it'll save me some money. Like it'll save me some money. It's good to shop local. Duties and taxes, man, like not the business. Number 13, this is gonna hurt some people as well. Buying Simply Gilded. It's beautiful. She has beautiful, beautiful stuff, but it's overpriced, it's expensive, and I don't use it. I have a full drawer of Simply Gilded, and not like a regular size drawer. I have a full typewriter, like old typewriter desk drawer that is like a literal 3-foot drawer full of Simply Gilded washi that I almost never pick up. And to be quite frank, it's losing its stickiness. The foil is coming off because I've had it for literal years and I'm not using it. So no more Simply Gilded for me. No more washi in general. I don't tend to use washi. Like if I use stickers, I use the washi in the sticker kit. Like all sticker kits come with washi. So no more Simply Gilded. One, because it's super expensive and the shipping to get it here is ridiculous. And I don't use it. I just don't use it. So I'm sorry, nothing bad against Simply Gilded, but I have a literal drawer full that I need to focus on using. So, number 14 is, again, not a planner goal, but it kind of is. So I said setting unrealistic goals for myself. I won't be setting unrealistic goals. So in the past, I've always like set numbers to my goals. Get this many followers on Instagram, get this many subscribers on YouTube, save this much money, pay off this much towards debt, lose this many pounds, work out this many days per week. Those kind of goals that have like numbers associated with them, and then I get like 2 or 3 weeks in and my numbers wouldn't be matching what my goal was, and I'd get super discouraged and like just stop. So for me, my goals, I want them to be a little more what's the word that I'm looking for, like obviously more realistic, but a little more natural, or like, I don't know how to explain it, but like my goals look more like move my body, like have movement in my body, you know, and I don't necessarily say like every day or this many times a week, or just move my body in ways that fuel me and that bring me joy and that don't feel like a punishment and don't feel like I'm forcing myself to do something I don't want to do. Like those kind of goals. You know, work towards like paying off debt. You know, that's my goal. Just work towards paying off debt. You know, stop spending money on shit you don't need. No more planners. Like obviously that has a number, but just no more planners. Like little things like that. You know, try to eat more at home. Like that's what we're doing. Like, you know, before I'd say, well, we're only going to eat out twice a week. No, just like try to eat more home cooked meals, even if they're just like easy home cooked meals. Craft dinner is still a home cooked meal. I'm just saying, I'm throwing that out there. So I will not be setting any unrealistic goals for myself. And I feel like last year I was kind of on that train too. So this year I'm like really getting on it, really, you know, being firm with it. Number 15 is buying sticky notes of any kind, period. I have these sticky notes, these Erin Condren sticky notes. I bought them when they had like their warehouse sale, and I bought 5 of them. And not to mention I have a full pencil case of sticky notes, of large sticky notes. So no sticky notes for me. I don't need any. Plus, I can print on white sticky notes. Like, that's amazing. So, and number 16 is no sub boxes. 2021 didn't have any, and it was fine. So no sub boxes of any kind for me. I have subscribed to Little Raven Inc. Patreon, and that kind of feels like a sub box for me, but it's only $20, and there's lots of stickers and lots of videos and lots of little things that I really like, but nothing is coming to me, and I do all the printing, and it's like instant, and I don't know. I'm gonna see where that takes me. I'm definitely gonna stay subscribed for a few months at least and just see. Yeah. So those were all of my things. I only have 5 minutes, so I'm going to tell you guys what I keep on my phone, what I keep digitally. So what I do is in my Notes app on my phone, I keep a folder called Collections. And in this Collections folder, I have books to read 2021 and 2022. I have both of those. I have my pay schedule because I keep switching from planner to planner, so I needed it someplace that like wasn't going to go downstairs and be put in my planner box. I have movies to watch like in order of when they're coming out. I have a bills thing here which tells me like which day they come out, what's their amount, things like that. I have a wish list of Imperfectly Perfect covers with pictures and descriptions of like what I'd get with those covers. I have my sinking fund breakdown and how I figured out like what to put in each month, which I also set up my sinking funds in this video. Super simple. If you guys want like a full video of that, let me know down below. I also have a self-care spread, and I have body, mind, and soul, so I have just like a few different ideas for self-care. I have Marvel movies, and then I had last year's pay schedule, and I also have a few Google Keep like checklists. So I have my waiting on here in Google Keep. The only thing I'm waiting on is my Amazon order. I didn't call it wish list. I called if you want it, write it down. And these things have literally been on this list forever. So I have like a Hobonichi large and a knee drawer pouch, spiced eggnog Scentsy, which I just liked, weight set, a treadmill, matching bedside tables, and Pilot vanishing point. That's my wish list. And I do other things on here, like I have a house to-do list that I'd like to get done, all the trails that we'd like to go on. I have a crystal wish list, decluttering, stickers that I'm running out of, teacher to-dos. We want to go to the Restore and buy some furniture. And then I have like an ongoing Walmart grocery list and a list for today, which I've done none of it, but that's okay. I've done other things. So yeah, those are things that I keep digitally. I don't put in my planner anymore because I don't reference them. I just don't go back to those pages. So, all right, guys, I'm running out of time. I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me set up my budget. I did only set my budget up until August because I'm hoping that in September I will know what I want to do, either stay in the planner that I'm in, the Kinbor, or switch over to an undated Annieplans insert. I will go and coil it just at Staples and then put a metal coil around because they do plastic coils and I'm not a fan. But I'll put enough in there to do a year. I'll go from September to August. And we'll see if I even do that. So I'm just setting up my index. Like I said, if you want to see a full video on how I do my sinking funds, you let me know down below and I will make that. I really, really hope the start of your 2022 is going amazing. I really hope you have set some realistic, natural goals for yourself. And I just really, really hope 2022 is a great year for you guys. And I will see you very, very soon for another plan with me. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Hey guys, editing Nikki of the future here. I forgot that I added in a little clip of me flipping through my Annieplans Hobonichi cousin inserts. I printed them out intending to use them for this year and I never did. So I'm just going to show you guys in a minute those inserts, and I just have them in an A5 ring planner that I made myself. I don't like it. I need to make it better. But I did insert, just like flipping through and showing you guys that they do, in fact, the columns are the same size as an actual Hobonichi cousin. They're 3.3 centimeters, which is that 1.299 inches, which is the exact size of a Hobonichi cousin. So this is what they look like. This is the ring planner I have them in. I don't think I'll keep them in a ring planner, but you never know. I think I would prefer a coil, but I have like 9 months to make that decision, so I will make that decision when the time comes. And of course, I will let you guys know. So this truly is the end, and I will see you very soon. Bye, y'all.